Hey, how you doing? My name is Randy, and today I'm going to help you take a look at and deal with an LG dryer that just continues to spin nonstop. Okay, so right now I don't have it plugged in, so it's doing nothing. But I want you to see, as soon as I plug it in, it turns on. So nothing up here is actually powered on, but the motor is on and the drum is spinning. And the only way to get it to stop is to open the door. And so I can show you here by actually pressing the door switch in again, and you can physically see that the drum is turning right there. So just a few things first before we get into how to fix it. Good news is that this doesn't cost any money to repair, and I'm going to show you how to do it. It should only take a couple of minutes, and then you'll be back up and running. Second is that I've actually made a similar video to this one about Samsung. A little bit of background: Samsung and LG are both made in Korea. They're very similar in design. They're actually almost identical if you open them up side by side in terms of their dryers. And so it's much more common on Samsung for this to happen. You don't really see it that often on LG, but it does happen. But nonetheless, like I said, I will show you how to be able to fix it and get you back up and running in no time. Do keep in mind that what I'm about to show you, although it is a free fix, it's not going to cost you any money. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's a permanent fix in terms of how long it's going to last you. And in my past, in my other video, I caught a little bit of flack for even showing how to do this because it isn't usually a permanent fix. But in a pinch, this will get you back up and running because it never fails. It always seems to be that your machine breaks at the worst possible time, whether it be financial problems where you just are not in a position to be able to buy another dryer or even get yours fixed. And sometimes your machine wants to break in the middle of the night or at the most inconvenient time when you're trying to get laundry done for work tomorrow or for your kids who have school the next morning. But no matter the circumstance, the ultimate end goal is to have a functioning dryer. And so if I can show you a little bit of what I've learned in order to help you get you back up and running, even if it is temporarily, I feel like that's better than nothing. And it may only last you a few days, but it very well may last you a few weeks or even a few months. So for what that's worth, hopefully this is helpful for you. And so before we do this repair, we want to go ahead and unplug the dryer. Okay, so if you come to the back of the machine, you'll see a screw right here and a screw right here. You want to go ahead and take those out, as well as these three screws right here. You want to take those out. Once you've got those out, you can go ahead and pop this off and just let it kind of hang down. And what we're trying to get to is this board right here. And what we're going to actually be trying to deal with is this little black relay right here. So for this particular model, it doesn't look like I would have to take this board off. I could just have direct access to this. But for the purpose of this video, just in case yours is a little bit different, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to remove this. And if you look right along over here, there's a little plastic tab, and you just press that in, and this will pop out and you can flip this over. So all of LG's computer boards are going to be similar, and the only part that really matters is going to be this larger black relay with the black connector running to it. You've got a large white one and a large black one. We want to deal with this one. And so what's happening is this relay sends a signal to the motor, and right now the contacts on the inside are stuck together. And when that happens, like I said, it sends a signal to your motor for it to be on, which is why your machine is running even when it isn't powered on. And it's a simple fix. All you have to do is grab a pair of pliers, or you can use a small hammer, and you just want to come to the side of that black box and give it a few taps. And what we're doing when we do that is essentially unsticking the contacts, which is why I said that this is kind of a temporary fix, because the chances are that if they got stuck in the first place, at some point later on down the road, they'll get stuck again. Now, the good thing is that once you do this, you'll always know how to do it. So it doesn't matter how many times this happens to you, you always have the ability to open up the back of your machine and tap on this a little bit and get your machine back up and running. Again, not a permanent fix, but it serves its purpose in a pinch. Ultimately, what you would want to do is replace this entire board. Now, that can be a little bit pricey. If you bought one of these boards brand new, especially if it was OEM, direct from the manufacturer, if they even still make it, you're probably talking a couple $100. Sometimes you can go on eBay and find a used one. Prices range from as little as $50 all the way up to $150. Like I said, don't really quote me on that, because It just depends on availability and the seller. So there's a lot of things that factor into it. Now, if you are interested in replacing this board, all you have to do is look at this little tag right here. And this right here is going to be the part number for this entire board. So you could go on to somewhere like eBay, because you probably won't find it on Amazon, and just type this in, this EBR 65130501. And see if you can find one. Now, if you're unsure and you potentially need some help finding the part, you can always leave a comment in the comment section. Just send me the model number of your machine, or if you've gotten this far, you can send me the part number for this board, and I'll do my best to hunt it down for you at the best price that I can. So now that we've given that a few taps, we can go ahead and put this back on, and it's got a little plastic tab right here that's just going to slide into this hole. And then on this side, we're just going to push in on this one until it pops in, and now that's secure. And again, it is possible that your model is going to look like this one, and if so, that's just kind of an added bonus because you don't have to take this off. You'll just have direct access to this. You can pop the back off, give this a few taps, and then you should be go. So let's go ahead and plug it in and see if that fixed it. All right, so plugging it back in. It is now plugged in and the machine has not kicked on. You can see if I open it up and press on the door switch, it is not spinning anymore. So that did fix our problem. Now go ahead and turn it on, and we'll put it on a cycle, start it up. And now it's running exactly the way that it's supposed to. All right, so now that we've done that, hopefully I was able to get you back up and running. So, you know, anybody that has an LG dryer or a Samsung dryer that's having the same type of problem, feel free to share this knowledge with them. Again, my goal here is to help as many people as I possibly can. And I wish every repair could be done without spending any dollars like this one, but at least this one doesn't. And so hopefully you're excited about not having to spend any extra money right now. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you so much for all your support. We'll catch you next time.